can't really see my backdrop here.
Wow.
My pumpkin spice themed bedroom. But if I stand to this side, it's just kind of awkward. Came out so cute. Hey everybody, CR Media Gal here, also known as Andrea. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be doing another Halloween fashion dupes video for you guys. I did one of these for the first time last year. I will pop up a link if you would like to go and watch that. I also did one for Valentine's Day as well. These are some of my favorite videos, honestly, to make. It's kind of like going on a treasure hunt to find these fashion dupes, and you know, I pat myself on the back when I find some good ones. Today's fashion dupes will be coming from good old-fashioned SHEIN. I've used them for the past 2 fashion dupes videos that I did because if you're looking for those quirky fashion dupes that are dirt cheap, SHEIN more than likely is gonna have them. I will say though, compared to last year's Halloween fashion dupes, this was a little bit harder of a hunt, but I did find some good ones. Also, since I placed this order a couple weeks back, probably some even more fashion dupes that have shown up on their website for the upcoming spooky season. And in that case, I will save those for the end and do a cutaway to show them to you. This video is not meant to judge. You know, everybody has different price points and budgets, and doing this is purely for fun for me. Like I said, it's like a treasure trove trying to find this stuff. If you are new here, I celebrate the cozy seasons all year round. I'm doing a lot of fashion, home decor, styling for the Halloween and fall season and Christmas. Christmas is just around the corner, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't already so that you don't miss any of that content still to come. But let's start off with the spooky fashion dupes I was able to snatch in person. By the way, I will also pop up pricing for what I paid for each of these items from SHEIN. SHEIN always has discount codes. First up may seem like a rather standard fashion dupe. However, when you compare it to the much more expensive option, it's a pretty decent dupe. And that is this black and white striped mock neck sweatshirt, I guess. I mean, the material doesn't feel like a sweatshirt, but in any case, this is a much cheaper fashion dupe that I found on SHEIN that you can tell was easily influenced by the much more expensive version from Unique Vintage. One comes in both standard and plus sizes. Retails, I believe, for about $52. This obviously is a much more affordable version. Bear in mind, of course, this is SHEIN we're talking about. The quality will not be the same. But I was pleasantly surprised when I tried this on. It is a little bit see-through. The material is on the thinner side, which you could say is pretty standard when it comes to SHEIN. Has a nice mock neck, which I personally prefer over a full-fledged turtleneck. I don't like having anything that restricts my entire neck. It just is not a good feeling to me, but it's nice and stretchy, super soft. I loved this. This actually is tagged from SHEIN. That's a first. It says it's a SHEIN basic, and while it is, it's not $52. So if you've been loving a lot of those striped mock neck shirts from Unique Vintage, I've been eyeing several of them. They come in lime green, even be an orange and a purple this year. I'm not sure. Finding a much more affordable one on SHEIN can't be beat. So if you're on the hunt for one, this is definitely a decent dupe to have. Next up is a dress that I found on SHEIN. I thought would be a wonderful sort of Wednesday inspired dress, whether you just want to wear it for the upcoming spooky season or you would even want to wear it as a Wednesday costume. And it's this gorgeous velvet version. I believe I got this in a 0X. By the way, I know I haven't mentioned it for the mock neck top. I believe most of this stuff I got in either a 0X or a 1X. It has this beautiful lace collar detailing that I thought was really well sewn on, and a little bit of a puffy sleeve going on, just very subtle. This reminded me of 2 more expensive fashion dupes. One is from Unique Vintage that I think is around the $85 range. Comes in standard and plus sizes. It's adorable. But another version that I thought this could be a really good fashion dupe for is one from, I believe it's called Jolly Vintage. That's less than $40. Still more expensive than this, but imagine much better quality. And I believe that dress is available up to a XXL. And unlike those dresses, this is Totally a pull-on dress. There's no zippers involved. Has these nice, somewhat balloon sleeves, though this is like a quarter length sleeve, so it doesn't quite go to your wrist. There is some elasticity here at the cuffs and around the waistline, so it does give you plenty of room. It's definitely roomy for me down here around the waist and hip area, which is good, and even in the bust. The only place I found it was a little bit snug was in the sleeves. Not a lot of stretch there. This velvet, while it is soft, it's definitely not like, you know, the nicest feeling material. So I'd imagine you might get a little sweaty in this. Also of note, and I'm not sure, I have to double check the listing on SHEIN, but in the pictures, the model was wearing a white belt. Mine didn't come with the white belts. So I don't know if it's supposed to and mine is just missing from my order, or if I wasn't paying attention and it in fact doesn't come with the belt. However, it does have belt loops, so I would imagine it's supposed to come with a belt and I'm just missing it. And I was actually really excited about that because for a change, SHEIN actually had like a different colored belt than the actual dress. Usually throw in a fabric tie that matches the dress. It's SHEIN. It's a cheaper way of like including an accessory. But yeah, that belt looked pretty cute. Anyway, this is a much cheaper Wednesday inspired dress for you if you're on the hunt for one, but don't want to pay unique vintage or even that jolly vintage pricing. I figure you've got 3 different options. You got the most expensive, you've got medium range, and then you have the cheapest option. Next up is another unique vintage inspired fashion dupe. I know it was still available to purchase on Unique Vintage's website over the summer, but it has since disappeared since a lot of their new Halloween inventory has gone up. And unfortunately, I didn't even think to save a screenshot of that item, and now I cannot find a backup photo on Google anywhere. If anybody can help me out, let me know, because this totally reminded me of that top, of the orange jack-o'-lantern print turtleneck. Again, I know Unique Vintage had one on their website for the longest time, but it's gone. Trust me, it looked very, very much like this one. That one might have been a mock neck instead of a full turtleneck, which this one is. Can, of course, pull it down to make it more of a mock neck. I did actually find this exact print, however, from another company. There is one in cardigan form. I'll pop a picture here of what that cardigan looks like. So at least there is another fancier version available that I can show you, because unfortunately that Unique Vintage one is gone and I haven't even found any resellers selling it, so I don't have an image to show you, but take my word for it. This is nearly an exact dupe. It's quite stretchy, as you can see here. It's got these adorable little happy jack-o'-lantern faces all over it. However, this feels so cheap. Also, unsurprisingly, it's very sheer. I was wearing a white bra for the try on, but I think even with a nude bra, still gonna probably see a little bit through. If you don't mind that, then this was under $10. So you might wanna layer underneath it, or if you don't care, you can just rock it as is. The next fashion dupe is actually a set from SHEIN that this should teach me to read the fine print. I didn't realize that this was a set. I thought I was just buying the skirt, but it came with a shirt as well, so I'm not mad about it. But the skirt is what I was looking at as far as a fashion dupe. And it's this cute mini skirt. It's got all these adorable vintage looking jack-o'-lanterns, cobwebs, spooky houses all over it. And it very much reminded me of this swing skirt from Unique Vintage that's in the $70 to $75 range, if I'm remembering correctly. Of course, this is a mini skirt, that is a full swing skirt. Very much has the same sort of vintage kind of print on it. It's got an elastic waistband, so it's nice and stretchy. This has no zippers attached, and just be aware, I don't know why SHEIN does this, but under fabric is completely white. I wish they would at least dye the fabric black. Granted, the clothing's already cheap, but like even when I'm swinging the skirt around, you can see the underside of it, which is kind of annoying because it's otherwise a really nice dupe. Obviously, you're not gonna get that from Unique Vintage. Just to throw this in here, this was the top that came with it. The top itself, I'm not too impressed by. I like the style of it, it's just way too cropped. If I just went like this, I mean, it would be up to my boobs. My belly button is down here, so like it's too cropped for me. It's got kind of like a nice fluttery sleeve. I don't know if I can get this on. Can I get this on? Oh, I did. I got it that time. Couldn't yesterday for the try on, but it does have this little button around the neck, and we gotta give them props where we can. It came with an extra button in case this would fall off. Shein's usually too cheap to include standard things that you expect from other companies. Can't recommend the top, but it does come with it. There's not the option to buy them separately. But the skirt is nice. Back to the old motto of you get what you pay for. And next up is a midi skirt from SHEIN. And I, for the life of me, cannot find an image of this online, and I swear.
Unless I am totally losing my mind, and that could very well be.
Maybe it was ModCloth or Collecti, or maybe they did a combination of this print at some point. If any of y'all recognize this print, please help me out in the comments by telling me where this fashion dupe is from, because it is driving me crazy. I was hoping I would find it in time for this video, but it's this midi skirt from SHEIN in this fun, spooky black cat print. It does have an elastic waistband, very nice and stretchy as you can see there. Standard pull on, and of course the inside is white. So the moment you swish this around or it catches a small breeze, all you're gonna see is this white fabric underneath. Now while the print of this is cute, the quality sucks. This feels like an outdoor tablecloth that you would chuck after like a couple uses. Now, if you don't care about you're walking around wearing the kind of cloth that you would eat off of, knock yourself out, because it's a cute print. Perfect for the upcoming spooky season. It's not gonna be up your butt, so it's a nice length too. However, I won't be keeping it because the material drives me crazy. So I know this is a fashion dupe, and I know I've seen it before. If I need to stand corrected, I will. But I still, even though I can't find the fashion dupe that it's based off of, I wanted to include it because I know I've seen this print, and it's good to know you got options. And lastly, as another fashion dupe, aside from the black and white striped mock neck top, I'm considering keeping this spooky season t-shirt with these two cute little ghosties on it. The color of this spooky season print and these ghosts totally reminds me. I am a little crushed to see that SHEIN is still doing this, of a sweater version of this color and basically this print from a seller on Etsy. Now, I believe it doesn't just come in a sweater version from the Etsy seller. I think they also sell it as a top. So the range is anywhere from, I think, like $25, $26 up to $40 mark. Still very affordable. And of course, I think we should try and support Etsy artists over massive reproducers like SHEIN. However, I had to throw it in here. It's a fashion dupe, and that's what this whole video is based off of. It's a little bit different, but obviously it was heavily influenced by that Etsy seller. So I will, of course, be linking the originals down below. So if you want to go and support this seller over SHEIN, you can do so. The other thing that I think is worth mentioning about tops like this from SHEIN is that this has clearly just been ironed on. And I do have another like PJ set from SHEIN, was in a beautiful dark navy color. But the first time I washed it, and I washed it on a delicate cycle, completely faded. So while this orange is such a beautiful shade, I have a feeling that after one wash, it's gonna fade like crazy. And also because this print is ironed on and the fabric is super thin, it's probably going to fall apart pretty quickly. You know, even though you have much cheaper options available to you on SHEIN, the quality is such that it might not last you too long. Anyway, I thought we could end on a spooky note like this because this is just super cute. And I believe this shirt from SHEIN was under $10, so it's another option for you. So I wanted to throw in a couple honorable mentions, starting with this unique vintage top. I believe there's only a couple sizes in it left. Bear in mind, I should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video, so much of the Halloween stuff, whether it's from Unique Vintage, ModCloth, or SHEIN, it all sells out really, really fast. So if you see anything in this video you like, jump on it right away. Anyway, this top with the skeleton dancing figurines is $42 on Unique Vintage's website currently. And I found a sweatshirt version from SHEIN for only $12. Now the poses are a bit different, but I mean, obviously we can see where SHEIN got their influence for this sweatshirt from. So there's one other dupe for you. Next up is another Unique Vintage dupe that I found recently. It wasn't available at the time when I was purchasing stuff. I would have been curious to try it on. But there's the SHEIN dupe for $17 of the Unique Vintage black cardigan. That's $84. Obviously, that's probably much better quality than the SHEIN one. And the print, to be fair, is a little bit different. The SHEIN one has skulls, whereas the Unique Vintage one, I believe, has some witches on it and some ghosts. But they both have the jack-o'-lantern, which is interesting. And I mean, it's pretty obvious that SHEIN duped this cardigan. So if you're interested in this cardigan from Unique Vintage, there's a much cheaper alternative for you on SHEIN. Another dupe that I found was one from ModCloth. It's this cardigan with cute little jack-o'-lanterns all over it. The closest resemblance I found to it on SHEIN is this one that's currently available for $24. However, a couple weeks ago when I wanted to place my order, I found one that was literally an exact dupe of the ModCloth print, but unfortunately it sold out very quickly. Like I said, if you see anything in this video that you like, you gotta jump on it right away, because yeah, even on SHEIN, a lot of these dupes are selling out super quickly. So this was the closest version to that very expensive ModCloth cardigan that I could find, that also has these cute little jack-o'-lanterns all over it. And yeah, it's an option for you. And then this isn't a clothing related item, this is a decor related item that I found a dupe for on SHEIN. I have seen this lumbar skeleton dancing pillow from places like HomeGoods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. I'm estimating on the actual price of the pillow, it might be closer to like $40, $45, not sure. So I just guesstimated it at around $25. But you can find this pillow from resellers for like triple that amount. However, SHEIN has their own version of the pillow on their website for $7. Now, I believe that's just a pillow cover. It doesn't include the insert, but hey, if you're looking for a cheaper version, it isn't just clothing that SHEIN dupes. They also dupe decor. So that was my Halloween fashion dupes video for the 2022 season. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below and let me know if you have found any good fashion dupes on SHEIN websites that I have missed in this video. I'm sure there's some that I have missed. I know that SHEIN, at least a couple weeks ago, had, not in plus size, just in standard sizing, the ModCloth ghost sweater again on their website. I think they had it in a purple version, very eerily similar to the one that ModCloth carries. And I want to ultimately help you save some money if you can't afford places like ModCloth or Unique Vintage. It's good to know you have other options available, so keep your eyes peeled. Anyway, be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'd really appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe below if you haven't already. I have a lot more upcoming fashion related and home decor and styling for the fall and Halloween season, so you're not gonna wanna miss it. I hope you are all doing well wherever you are, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye. I look like garbage. Yes, I do. Oh, where's that? Where's that? Where's that? Or it might be this side. But I can't be arsed. Am I filming? Yes, I am. Okay, good. I always forget which side it's on. Oh, I've got it upside down. Hang on. Where is it? Not today. bye.